I'm sorry I can't be there with you all today at your conference, but let me reassure you, it's a symptom of having a marginal seat as opposed to an indication of where this important work that you're doing sits in the priorities of the department, because making participation work for children and young people with special educational needs and disabilities couldn't be more important. Indeed, it lies at the heart of the reforms we've introduced. And in doing so, it's right to acknowledge that it's a difficult road we're all travelling on, trying to improve the way we work in participation with children and young people. Yes, there's still some way to go, but we are heading in the right direction, and I'm extremely grateful to all those local areas helping to make this work, something that I hope in time will be happening nationwide. Over the last year, through the excellent work that Kids and the Council for Disabled Children have been doing, we've delivered national conferences to over 400 professionals working in participation with children and young people across education, health and social care. And in co-production with our National Young People's Group, FLARE, we've delivered a social media campaign focused on person-centred education, health and social care plans that reached over 1.6 million Twitter feeds. We've also created a Train the Trainer programme, enabling young people from regional groups to develop and deliver training modules to participation professionals in a range of job roles. And so far, they've delivered workshops to 11 local authorities to support their participation practices. Staff evaluations have rated the workshops as 100% good to excellent, not a score I'm ashamed to say I've ever received. These opportunities to learn more from each other are a key point of turning the reforms into reality. We need to try to understand what works and to share that learning so that everyone benefits. We need to keep gathering evidence from departmental surveys and from local area reviews conducted by Ofsted and the Care Quality Commission, so we can understand better why children and young people's participation isn't more widespread, how we can do better, and very importantly, how we need to listen to what young people are telling us, like those young people who make up the FLARE group. That's why, today, I'm delighted that we'll see the launch of the Local Area Practitioner Survey Report and the Top Tips resource, which have come directly from the FLARE group. All there to help professionals support children and young people in a person-centred way. Now, it would of course be remiss of me not to point out that the work the department has funded over the last year has helped ensure we've seen these successes. And so I'm delighted to announce that we'll extend this work for a further year, increasing the amount of money we're devoting to it. And by doing so, we'll be increasing the representative voice of disabled young people on the national FLARE group. We'll be strengthening the work between the regional and national groups, and we'll be looking at new ways to enable seldom heard groups to get involved. We'll also be developing a national participation audit tool to support local areas to assess the extent of their participation. And we'll be checking that the work being done is having a real and lasting impact by evaluating local authority experience and how effective regional project work is. So, what next for young people's participation? In some ways, it's simple. It's about bringing real and lasting improvement that's based on a genuine understanding and commitment to meaningful participation at all stages, so that children and young people are well on their way to being and feeling fully involved in all matters that concern them and their families. Only by doing that can we be truly confident that our young people can meet their full potential as they move on into adulthood. And we need to keep prioritising and investing in this important area, nationally and locally. Services need to shape themselves based on what young people need. And they can only do that if they listen to what young people say. So thank you for the opportunity to restate the government support for this vital work, and I wish you both a great conference and I hope happy participation.